Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by dark forests, lived a young girl named Emily. She was a curious and adventurous child, always seeking new and exciting experiences. Emily had heard tales about an abandoned mansion deep within the woods, rumored to be haunted by the ghosts of two children who tragically lost their lives there long ago. One gloomy afternoon, unable to resist her curiosity any longer, Emily gathered her courage and decided to venture into the forest. She wanted to uncover the mysteries of the haunted mansion and prove to the other kids in the village that she was brave enough to face her fears. As Emily ventured further into the woods, the trees seemed to close in around her, creating an eerie atmosphere. The wind whispered hauntingly through the leaves, sending shivers down her spine. But Emily pressed on, guided by her determination to discover the truth. After what felt like an eternity, she finally stumbled upon the abandoned mansion. It stood tall and imposing, its once grand facade now worn and weathered by time. Undeterred, Emily pushed open the creaky front door and stepped inside. The interior was dimly lit, with dusty cobwebs stretching across every corner. Strange noises echoed through the halls, and Emily's heart pounded in her chest. But she remembered the bravery she wanted to show, so she continued exploring the mansion. As she moved through the rooms, she noticed remnants of the children's toys scattered about. It sent a chill down her spine, realizing that this place had once been a home for innocent laughter. But the deeper she delved, the more the unsettling feeling grew. Suddenly, she heard faint giggling coming from upstairs. It was a sound both eerie and sorrowful. Despite her fear, Emily couldn't resist following the laughter, hoping to find the source and maybe even help the lost spirits find peace. Ascending the creaking staircase, Emily found herself in a long, narrow hallway. The giggling grew louder, leading her to a door slightly ajar at the end of the corridor. She hesitated but pushed it open anyway. Inside, she saw two translucent figures of children, a boy and a girl, sitting on an old rug. They turned their pale faces towards her, their eyes wide and haunting. Emily could feel their sadness and fear. They told her their story, how they had been trapped in the mansion after being abandoned by their parents. They had wandered the halls for years, unable to leave this world. Emily's heart went out to them, and she promised she would help. But as she tried to leave the room, the door slammed shut, trapping her inside. Panic set in, and she desperately banged on the door, calling for help. The children's giggles turned into haunting laughter as the room grew colder and darker. Then, from the shadows emerged a malevolent presence, a malevolent spirit that had been lingering in the mansion, feeding on the fear of anyone who dared to enter. Emily's bravery was put to the ultimate test as she faced the sinister entity and the lost souls of the children. With courage and determination, Emily refused to succumb to fear. She remembered a story her grandmother once told her about how love and compassion could dispel evil spirits. Gathering all her strength, she approached the ghostly children and embraced them, showering them with warmth and love. As she did, the malevolent spirit's hold weakened, and the mansion began to glow with a warm light. The children's spirits found solace and peace, and the malevolent presence dissipated. In that moment, the door opened, and Emily stepped out of the haunted mansion, the sun now shining through the trees. The village that once feared the mansion now hailed Emily as a hero, and her bravery became a legend passed down through generations. And so, the young girl's compassion and bravery not only freed the spirits of the lost children but also taught the village an invaluable lesson: facing one's fears with love and empathy can dispel the darkest of horrors. The haunted mansion remained a place of mystery, but it no longer held the grip of terror it once did, thanks to the young girl and the two children she helped find peace.